Hey, Can. Hey, Missy. Sorry about the other live, but I'm going to say my thing one more time. Welcome in. Hope you're doing fine. Hope you're having a great weekend. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell for all. Check out the community post where I post collective readings that you may resonate with. Also, share live stream collective readings that you may resonate with. Suggest video ideas for this channel. Yes, I do all kind of readings at mediumship at this time. Personal readings can go by email, phone, text, private live stream, or private recorded video. Make sure to claim your donations. Donations are priority. If you're going to donate, make sure if your name is different from on PayPal, Chime, or Cash App than it is on YouTube to let me know. Um, what am I forgetting to mention? Share any updates you guys would like if you gotten a reading from me in the past and it has resonated or is on the path of resonating. Hey, July, what's going on, love? Yeah, I think that's all to mention. Most things are in the description box. If it's not there, let me know and I will inform you. Thank you for coming in and choosing me as your reader at this time. So as you can see by the title, we're guessing to win a free reading. It will be 3 rounds only tonight. I'm feeling the vibes tonight. I got a little extra energy throughout the night. Like I thought I was going to kind of call it a night. And then next thing you know, I got like a extra burst of energy. And I was like, you know what? I want to be spontaneous and I just want to. So here I am. But anyways, um, so if you're new here, you haven't, played one of these. Basically, you'll probably either be guessing a number 1 through 100. Whoever is the closest or exact on the number will be the winner. Or if we're doing tarot cards, I most likely will give a hint um, for whichever tarot card is out there. And I do give extra chances on those because that's a little harder than guessing a number, or it might be other different games that we guess on. If you guys have any ideas to pitch for like different games we can play to guess the readings, let me know. um, but yeah, let's get into it. How's everyone doing? How's the weekend? Any updates anybody want to share from past readings that they've gotten from me, etc., etc.? I'm gonna I don't know how to explain it, Michelle, but I hope you're doing well. It's like I'm well, but I'm not. And I think sometimes we're all like that because life is full of ups and downs, and life be life, and life be life. Hey Brittany, I didn't think you guys would be really up this time. It's almost like 11 p.m. here. It's like I'm going through some bad news. I'm going through some good news. I'm just trying to focus more so on the good news. If that makes sense. I've been losing weight, so yes. And I'm ready for this summer because I'm gonna have a blast. Exactly. Never give up. I never gave up. That's one thing I'm proud about myself is that I never gave up. You know how many times I could have gave up? Or I thought about it and I never did. Especially when sometimes the world can be so harsh, especially if you don't meet certain society standards, whether that's beauty standards, status, whatever. Sometimes when you don't meet those, life can be a little bit more like harsher. I wouldn't say all the way because like it's still people out there who doesn't even care about that stuff that love you for you and treat you the right way kind of thing. But it's still like you got that other thing going on. But whatever. Can I get some likes? Can I get some likes? I don't got no likes, but I got a lot of people in here. And I have story times too. Like I gotta have a whole bunch of stories I could tell. Like I should really probably write a dang on book. All right, give a couple more seconds. We gonna start. Oh, I thought somebody else came in. I'm like, what? It was like a little glitch. All right, so I'm gonna start off with guessing a card. If y'all hear any noise in the background, that's my fan. Hopefully, it's not too disturbing, but it is hot, so I need it on. But let's see. We're gonna start off with guessing a card. Yep, looks like it came out. Ooh, now some other cards want to come out. Oh, I think that's reminding me that I should have did a collective today. It's okay. I'll do it tomorrow. Um, ooh, interesting. Okay, I think this might be a good hint, but let me just make sure it's gonna be a good hint and not like really easy. That might be too easy. Okay, freak. So what else can I say? Mm, is that gonna be easy? Yep, that would be super easy. Okay, I guess that would be the guess. Two guesses only per person. So the hint is there's one cup in this card. So the card is out here. We're guessing the tarot card. Whoever gets it exactly will be the winner. You get two guesses per person. The hint is again, there's one cup in this card. Make sure I'm seeing all the messages. Okay. And I'll probably give it a little extra time because sometimes you have to get re-familiarized with the cards and different things like that. Remember, we have our cups, swords, pentacles, our wands, our majors, and our minors. So you said Ace of Cups, Two of Cups. Okay. Three of Cups. One more guess, July. Four of Cups. Anybody else? Going once, going twice. I'll give it a little bit more time again. Ooh. See, they ain't playing about 4th of July. Y'all hear that? And somebody's barbecuing this late at night, too. They're not playing. You said the Temperance. One more guess, Brittany. Well, I'll be fine if I said I didn't want to join them. 2 of Cups. Yeah, what y'all doing up this late? Or is it not really that late for y'all? Again, it's like 11 p.m. here. Hey, Ken Ken, you said 9 of Cups. You got one more guess, Ken Ken. Remember, the hint is it has a cup in this card. 1 cup. 40 more seconds for anybody else that's coming in. Time is up, and I'm so sorry that nobody got it because it was a magician. Key word was it had a cup in this card. I didn't say it was necessarily a cups card. Hey, Kiss JG, but that's okay. We're gonna go to the numbers next, and we'll, who knows what the last round will be. So now we're moving on to guessing a number from 1 to 100, and it's only one guess with this because this is a little bit way easier than guessing a card. So one guess per person this round. Guess the number 1 through 100 that I'm thinking of. I already have my number. Okay, Brittany, got your guess locked in. Says 17. 2. Remember, on this, you could be either exact or the closest person to the number that I was thinking of. 36. Like this video up. Continue to like. Thank you. 44. Time's up. We do have a winner. Congratulations, July. The number was 85. I thought Brittany was going to get it at first, and then you came in with that 100, and I said, well, then. Winner. I said, well, I'm impressed. I was about to scream out or do something, but I didn't want to give it away that you got it and someone got it. So I had to bite my lip, bite my tongue. Pick a number, yeah. Our last round. Do y'all want it to be a numbers game or a card game? Let's take a vote. Anybody got any updates they would like to share? Any funny stories? Any goals they want to accomplish? Anything nice they had for dinner? Anybody cried a good cry? Anybody notice something different about the world? Anybody got some good old clarity? Anybody got some new ideas about tarot in general as a collective? Anybody been checking? Speaking of collective, anybody been checking out the collective readings I've been doing? Have they been resonating? Have they been helping, etc.? Said no. Okay, everybody wants the nine. I figure everybody like the number. Anybody been more disciplined for reading some? What's some good books? Anybody know some good books or some good shows to watch? I gotta try to get back on TikTok. White Lotus. Are you referring to like a book, a show, or what? What's that? I'm gonna try to see if I can get into Love Island, but I don't know. All right, let me think of a number. Um, okay, I got my number. Like it came into my head, and I thought it was gonna like change. Oh, okay, thank you. Yes. Um, yep. That's what the number wants to be. So yeah. All right, I'm ready. I got my number. That's the number 1 through 100. Again, one guess only per person. Guessing the number 1 to 100. Whoever is the closest or get it exact will be um, the winner. Okay, Ken, you locked in. Michelle locked in. Use your intuition. Definitely tap in, tap in. It's funny. It's always like sometimes I think like this. This is like a dang on lottery. You know what? I'll probably should start back playing when I get that feeling. Bet low, bet high, sell low, sell buy high. What is it? Buy low, sell high, or buy high, sell low? No, it's buy low, sell high. Whatever. Oh, I forgot to mention. Even if you did win one round, doesn't mean you can't play again. You still can play again. Doesn't mean like you're disqualified. You know. All right, I'll probably give it a couple more seconds. If anyone wants to guess the number I'm thinking of, 1 through 100. Again, you don't always have to get it exact, but if you are the closest compared to everyone else, then it definitely goes to you. Hey, lovely Mitch. Time is up. And before I say the winner, hmm, King of Cups and the Lovers. Because what had happened was a couple seconds before, and I'm gonna say congratulations, lovely Mitch. The number is 72. But before that, I kept looking at Missy Hicks because for a while you were the closest until lovely Mitch came in and took it over. And I just thought, why not give it to both of y'all? Even though, because it's kind of was both of y'all to be honest. Because it's like moments before the game end, lovely Mitch said 70. But if lovely Mitch would have came in and said that, it'd have been you. So I'm just gonna do both of you. So congratulations, lovely Mitch and Missy Hicks. So we got 3 people on the list. Yes, we got 3 winners tonight. You said, I'm sorry. No, you're fine. I didn't know that was gonna happen. Yeah, I thought that would probably been like a little unfair, or at least I seen that in my eyes. I don't know. Who knows what people are thinking? I ain't perfect, but I try to be worth it and fair. So not today. Well, I want to thank y'all for coming in and joining me a little short round here, a little late night stream, short little round, short little game, short little fun. And if you didn't win tonight, doesn't mean you won't win another time, or whatever, whatever. But whenever y'all ready to drop your questions, go ahead. July, we got you first. But if you're not ready, we can go to Missy Hicks or however you guys want to do it. But it's in the order that it is. I don't mind if it go out of order. But, whenever you're ready, I'm ready. I need a little drink first, though. What the heck? Little ice cubes. Put your questions up. No matter where you're from, push your questions up. I know I shouldn't be drinking tea because it makes you freaking pee a lot. But I couldn't help it. Ooh, that gave me energy. So you got the job. Ooh, congratulations. Yes. Oh, you cried. Oh, I know that's right. That's a good question. Am I gonna like it? Well, I mean, if it's work, then you better make sure you like it. But let's see. Good old Accurate here for July F. Please Spirit. Thank you. Good old Accurate here for July F. Please Spirit. Thank you. Will July F like the job that they're working at, or once they start working? Excuse me. The job that they're referring to, the job that I told them they would get, and they got it. Period. Spirit. How will they like it though? What about that aspect? How would July F like the job that they just got hired to? Yes, thank you for that. That means a lot, especially like people that I don't. I mean, all of them mean a lot, but it hits a little different when maybe you don't do readings for someone that often, and then they kind of come back and like, hey, this came kind of true because I think it's because it's a little bit more unexpected. Maybe that's why. But yeah, let's see. Ooh, oh snap! Oh. Why is it coming out like this? Oh snap! Okay, okay. I don't want to give a yes or no right now. I think I'm gonna start off a little different because most times I start off with either a yes or no. and get straight with it. But I feel like with this one, it might be a little bit more. I don't want to say complicated, maybe complex. I don't know. But so far, I feel like some people you're getting along with, and you're snorkeling, you're laughing, and um, things of that nature. Very much could be a little fast paced, but I feel like 9 times out of 10, this company always reaches this goal kind of thing. And I'm seeing a lot of rotation, which is good. Love a job that rotates you and doesn't keep you in the same spot or position all the time, or doesn't, accommodate certain things. It could be like some strict policies as far as like no phones or certain things, but I actually feel like they benefit you. Like at first, people might think like, "Oh, this sucks" or da da da, but actually, it's a good thing. If they like, you know, of course, if it's an emergency and you got to call your kids or whatever case may be. But other than that, it's like it keeps you focused and tuned in the moment, in the present moment. Not addicted to your phone, different things like that. So definitely beneficial. And I do feel like some personal things can be here. Some jobs you can't really take personal into the job, because not only could affect your work ability, it could be you never know who's out to use it against you kind of thing. So I don't know. I kind of want to give this a yes, but I still feel like it can be certain things that's kind of like up and down or like a con. But that's what most things in life, anyways. Most things is always pros and cons. So it's not that's not nothing new. That's kind of normal, but so it's kind of like a yes and no. It's like you got to kind of focus more on the good and deal with what you can kind of thing. Yeah, so it could definitely be like some people again that you laugh with, you get along with. You can come in and cry and say your boyfriend just broke up with you during the shift, and they got your back kind of thing. I also feel like with like health, it could be like a I don't know how I can say it, like a 50-50 thing. I don't know. Like, if this makes sense, I had a one job where it was a restaurant job, it was a food job. So of course, we were eating a lot and like getting good deals and stuff like that. And that can, cause the weight gain. But at the same time, we were kind of like working our asses off. So, and that causes like a weight loss. So it's kind of like a weight could be up and down, or it's like, even though you're eating a lot, you're still losing weight, but it's still like you still have to watch your health. So it can kind of be like a little bit of the same scenario, especially if it's like people offering you certain foods and stuff, and that's their love language. They might not mean any harm, but it's like, you know, like giving you food, like showing, but it's like you have to be like careful. And I'm also hearing like say no. You could have a problem saying no because you think it's mean and evil. It's not. It's called having, boundaries, and there's nothing wrong with that. At the end of the day, you're a human being kind of thing. Ooh, they get your own laptops. Oh, that's right. Hey, Wayne, what's going on, love? You don't want to get fat. Oh, yes, you got to watch out for this. Definitely. It's a warning. uh, yeah, I had one job that it did me bad. And I'm over there wondering, like, why nobody tell me I was getting this fat? Sometimes it's kind of like, I wish somebody was rude. Not all the time do I want somebody to be rude and be like, oh, you're fat and da da da. But at that time, I wish somebody was rude so I could realize. uh, it's like I start slowly fading away, not realizing I was making big portions and different things like that. And I'm like, wait a minute. But I like this because I feel like financially, they could pay a lot. Even if they don't pay a lot and it's like decent money, it's like you still make extra money. You could be receiving tips. This also could be like coworkers, y'all helping each other financially. This can be like getting an advance, getting your paycheck early most of the time. Um, it could be even scenarios of like, you go to your manager and it's like, no, I don't get paid. We don't get paid until Friday, but like, I really need something right now. And it's like, you know what, here you go, kind of thing. And we'll worry about, giving back Friday, or maybe you don't even have to give back. Whatever. I feel like it's very convenient, and they like work with you, and like look out. Yeah, it's like everybody looking out for each other. It's really like a company. It's really like a family kind of thing. I mean, you might have a few. Don't get me wrong. You might have a few like bad sour apples, but I don't think these bad sour apples is gonna be big enough to affect anything in a negative way. If that makes sense. Um, they aren't that much danger to society as they probably think they are, or they probably wish or want to be. You just kind of ignore those people, and stick with the people that you can trust and that like you and that wants to, do teamwork and stuff like that and take their job seriously as well as you do. Maybe stay away from people who don't take their job as seriously, and you probably won't have no problems. Or sometimes you might have to suck it up and be the bigger person, but whatever. But I also feel like this is about, yes, bitter and miserable, but not your responsibility, not your problem, not nothing you have to take on or anything like that. So, um, what was I about to say? Oh, your perspective. It's all about your perspective as well. So if you see something as a burden, guess what? It will be a burden. So that's that mental strength, being mentally strong. So if you see something as, again, you see something as a burden, it will be a burden. But if you don't, and it's like, this is nothing to July. You know what I mean? That's that talk. It's that confidence. It's like, this is a piece of cake. Even if the job really ain't like, a piece of cake or all like that, you say that and you talk like that and you do that, it starts to actually become your reality and be a piece of freaking cake. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, this is nothing. Mama ain't raised no hoe. Quitters don't quit. I never give up. No, no, no. And guess what? You'll be able to handle that. Like, it's like, again, like it's nothing. Like, it's like go hard or go home kind of energy. Or you can't take the heat. You get out the kitchen, but guess what? You can take the heat. So that's why you're in the kitchen. You know what I mean? Speaking of kitchen, I'm had a few restaurant jobs, and baby, those are hard. You think home health aid and other different kind of jobs are hard? Them hard too. Them ain't gonna, especially a line cook. Oh baby, it's tough. So you got to be tough with it in order to survive. It's not. It doesn't necessarily mean you weak or like you got to beat yourself up. Just go where you fit and stuff like that, right? But if it's like you really want this or need this or see this very very beneficial, then it's like you got to get with the program. So it's like get with the program and you'll be just fine. Act like it again. Act like it's very easy. Act like it's not bothering you. Act like, you know what I mean. You ain't sweating. Only strong survive. And what motivates you? Think about that too. Is it your kids that motivate you? Future kids? Is it your financial goals that you want to? Is it a vacation that you're saving for that's going to motivate you throughout working this job? Is it like, what is it? You know what I mean? Is it saving for a surgery or life insurance or college or whatever? Because that helps too, thinking about what motivates you, because that reminds you of why you're doing it. So it's like, oh, let me not quit, or let me not do this, or let me not, you know? Because sometimes we quit and we didn't even have to. It was easier than we thought. Sometimes that's the case as well. You know, and sometimes we want a soft life and we want to be easy and things fall from the sky. Nothing wrong with that, but for the most part, that's not our norm and it's not realistically. So it's like we can dream, but then we have to wake up from the dream. You know what I mean? But I feel like it's definitely gonna be like healing for the most part. It's more pros than cons here, most definitely. Well, I'm seeing a lot of benefits too. Mm-hmm. Yes. Get that health insurance or whatever it is. A lot of benefits. You might get PTO sooner than you thought. A lot of perks. And again, y'all help each other get through the day. It might be some flirting going on, but It don't have to be serious. It could just be a thing that you and your coworkers do, which is nothing wrong with that. Hell, I done had some coworkers that we did that. Time we'll crack jokes on each other. We'll flirt. We'll um, share memes. We'll whatever, and we get each other, through the day. We make the best of it. At the end, again, it's a team. It's a family. It's a company. It's us versus the public. Not in a bad way, but it's like us coming together to serve the public, or us coming together to grow the company, us coming together to, and this might be even something that you have to remind the people in the job of too. Don't be afraid to take initiative or be a leader, even if it's like you're not manager or anything like that. You still can take the lead sometimes. You still can put out some ideas or some opinions, especially if you have like a boss that is okay with that, which I feel like you will have one, so that's a good thing. Some of them, they might think, oh, you're stepping on my toes and da 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 da. So of course don't do that if that's the case, but I don't feel like that's your situation. So babe, we have a personal issue which is resolution. Cancer zodiac could be significant. Leo, Aquarius. Will we have confidence is your key to success? What did I say? What did I say? Show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. What did I'm gonna read? I'm gonna have to read that card. I didn't think I was gonna have to read it, but I am, and I promise I'm not trying to take long. I'm gonna get to the other readings because it's not supposed to be that long, but it's kind of like getting juicy for you. We have when you are wrong, admit it. When you are right, be quiet. What does that have to do with anything? Who knows? Just want a good job that you're comfortable with. Yes. And there's no such thing as a perfect job. So definitely, even the good job sometimes is not always perfect, and that's okay. It doesn't mean you have to quit them. You just gotta take it day by day. Some days, I always say this. Some days are better than others. That gets me through my day. When I say that and I think about think about that, I'm like, all right, I don't got to trip that much. You know what I mean? Some days are better than others. Like it might be one day where it's like, damn, kind of seem like hell or a bad job or whatever the case may be, and then you get back to the norm or you get to something better, a sunnier day. You know, it might be one day where it's like a lot of crazy customers, and then the next week or the week, a week after that, it's like smooth selling. You don't get like one crazy patient or customer or whatever client, whatever you want to call it, and then maybe it's like a couple days. You know what I mean? It's like you just day by day. Don't look at the future weeks and stuff that you have to work and stuff like that. Just focus day by day. But yeah, let me wrap this up and read this card. Confidence is key to your success. I knew that was the energy. I told you. Yes. And why these cards gotta flip all like that? What's going on? They really want your attention, honey. Your spirit guys is really trying to get in touch with you. That's the problem. Yeah, you need to do some grounding work. Ah, I see. That's what they said, grounding. Plant your feet on nature's bare ground or some other kind of grounding method. They want you to get more balanced and grounded. Yeah, maybe you're having like sleepless nights and overthinking and stuff. Maybe you need to get back to a certain routine, or maybe you need to come up with a certain routine. I don't know. What's going to help you sleep? Is it going to be like a Bible ASMR? Is it going to be sleeping pills? Is it going to be what? Is it going to be like a little nightlight? I don't know. Or this could be again like with work. What's going to help you get through the day? Is it going to be music? Is it going to be a pep talk? So you got to get this planned out before you start. I don't know when you start. I don't know if you start tomorrow. I don't know when you start. But yeah, saying to get a plan in motion of like how you're going to deal with days, how you're going to prep. Are you going to have your outfit already out for the day of work? Are you going to, you know what I mean? Yeah, new moon in Leo. What page is that? I think it's 50. I don't know. Let me see. But again, I think you're taking it serious, and that's a good thing. Not too serious in a way that like you're putting yourself last, but in a way that like of course I'm here to help grow the company, but at the same time I'm here to help grow myself too, because that's basically the whole point of it all, right? And just remembering that. We have confidence is your key to success, new moon in Leo. This card heralds the start of a new cycle for you when you are going to look and feel more gorgeous, more in the spotlight, more like you have something worth showing off. If you want someone's attention, this card says it's coming. However, it might not happen all by itself. You may be willing to do your bit, or you have to be willing to do your bit. That means being proud of who you are and what you have to offer. hmm Some people think it's arrogant or cocky to be like, I'm a hard worker, I'm good at my job, blah 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 blah. Some people might think, oh, that's bragging. And they turn their nose up. That it's no shame to do that. You put your foot down for a raise. Nine times out of 10, you're gonna get it. Sometimes closed mouths don't get fed. I had to speak up for a raise one time before. Otherwise, I would trust me. I wouldn't have got that raise if I didn't speak up. I'm trying to tell you that now. Sometimes it can come to you, but most times you got to speak up for it. You have to go after it. You have to take actions. You have to. So again, confidence is your key to success. Think of yourself as a king or queen of the jungle and carry yourself accordingly. This card is also a great omen if you're thinking about a creative project you're working on. It can herald good news or a new start for you and your children. Additional meanings is to make time to have fun. Ooh, so maybe this is like get a little fun out the way because your schedule could be a little busy. So before you start, maybe, of course, prepare yourself, get things in order, organize, analyze, whatever, prep, but have a little fun before you go in because you might have a little, busy schedule on your hands. It's time for you to show the world what you got. Shine your light. Have some pride. Spoil yourself. You earned it. See, you making that type of money where you're going to be able to spoil yourself. Okay, you turn heads. Leo's a sign of big and brave-hearted lion and pride and showmanship and flirting. What did I say? A little flirting going on there. The energy around the new moon and Leo, and therefore around this card whenever you pick it, is hot and generous. The energy loves itself, and so should you, period, as you should. If you've been too much of a wallflower, this new moon card and the Leo new moon comes as a reminder that you need to be proud of who you are. Maybe it was someone, I don't know, maybe then or maybe in the future that's trying to make you feel bad about like certain decisions. Um, I don't know, it could have been like, oh, you was going to be a lawyer and then you changed your mind, you wanted to be a dancer or whatever, for example. And it's like, oh, you shouldn't have did that. That was stupid, blah, blah. This is about you and what you want and what you think is best for you and what's serving you, okay? So keep your eyes on the prize, which is yourself, the job that is benefiting you, that you're taking seriously, and your goals. Okay? I hope that gave you clarity. You got the Star card, Justice, Ten of Wands, the Empress, Seven of Cups, Lovers, King of Pentacles, Six of Cups, Three of Wands, King of Wands, the Temperance, and the King of Swords. You say you need to be really organized, so it makes, yeah. Me see Hicks, are you here, love? I'm ready to post. And I got long winded. Sorry about that, but it was getting good. Yes. Good luck on your first day, July. Good luck on the job overall. But yes. Yes, I love blessing questions. One of my favorites. Yes. Good old accurate here for Missy Hicks, please, Spirit. Good old accurate here for Missy Hicks, please, Spirit. Thank you. I think I'm gonna also get back to like channeling fully without the cards because I think I'm getting better and stronger at that. And why not? Just something I thought about. Anyways, good old accurate here for Missy Hicks, please. What blessings are coming to me towards Missy Hicks in the month of July 2025? What blessings are coming towards Missy Hicks July 2025? Hey, Kritika. So the guessing games are over. We already completed all 3 rounds, and we got our 3 winners. You can definitely join me on the next live stream if you would like, or book a personal reading. But I hope you're doing well, and I hope that answered your question. Yes, thank you, or you're welcome. I said thank you. Well, still thank you for coming in. So, the blessings are coming towards me. Hicks, month of July 2025. Hmm. I don't know why her music made me lose control. Music made me lose control. Oh man, I feel like maybe you're letting your hair down. Maybe you're being more of your authentic self, which is a big, huge blessing in itself. Like that's the best thing you could ever be in life. Trust me. Nothing else matter if you're not being yourself, staying true to yourself. Um, it doesn't matter if you have two cars, two mansions, all everything else in the world. If you're not like happy within, none of that matters. So I say that's a very good, huge blessing. First off, oh, you're fine, July. I don't mind here and there doing free reads. I don't at all. I understand. I don't mind receiving either. But whatever you can do, it's your choice, it's your life, and it's your free will. Hey, Tristy, what's going on, love? Ooh, everybody come in. I know y'all be up all at night like this. Okay, so what's coming in? I feel like you're very woke. I hate to use that woke word, but and maybe this is something you're gonna start teaching people. You might even be able to make a profit off of. That's the first thing that's kind of like coming through. You also could be like mending relationships, whether that's with an ex. I'm not really getting ex though. It's kind of giving more family, like maybe like a brother, or it's kind of giving more like maybe family or friend or something like that, or like business partner. I feel like ex would be like the last little thing, but I definitely get like mending relationships and reconciliations and different and agree to disagree and compromise and like sacrifices. So that's good. And like yeah, understanding. Who knows, you might get like a free car wash. So yeah, you got some blessings, some internal and some external. I mean, they all count, big, small, internal, external. Shoot, anything could be that's good is a blessing in my eyes. Especially again, like I said, being more your authentic self, nothing beats that. Trust and believe. You might get like a sugar mama, sugar daddy. I don't know. No offense, because I'm not really sure of your gender. But it doesn't really. Sometimes it don't matter. Like some guys get a sugar daddy. I mean, if they don't want no sugar and they don't mind, you might get somebody like, let me pay you for your day off. Oh man. Even if you're not working, they think you're working and paying for a day off. It's like, okay, never said I was working, but hey, come on. Yeah, I also feel like you could be like starting to learn how to do certain stuff. Um, Especially if it's something you've been wanting to learn. And this could be anything. And I'm not even trying to be funny. It could be, oh, I finally learned how to cook rice. Rice is a little hard to cook, at least to me. That's why I get them little instant, little pre-made rice packets, or peeling the potato, or maybe you want to do the splits, whatever goal it is. I feel like you're finally gonna achieve it. Okay. Hey, Veniso. No, this is not love. Make sure to read title in the description box to understand more. Thank you. I don't know why I'm seeing something about running track. Or this could be like, maybe you're getting like some military or army benefits, even if you're not in it. Maybe you got a friend that's in it or something, or maybe you got a friend that's a police officer and you're getting some benefits. Hmm, I get your name on some property. Who own land that you know? Because they could be helping you out. Okay. You could be working on a dream home. I don't know if this is like walk-in closet or certain things that you want. I'm seeing a lot of collaborations. If you're not collabing now, you need to. I don't care. I don't know what this is, or actually, I don't even think it's like care what it is. It's like if you're a TikToker and you done blowed up, you collaborate with another TikToker that's kind of blown up, y'all gonna make a killing. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Whatever this business thing is, that was just an example. It don't have to be though, but it's like it's blowing up. But I love that thing though, because I feel like you're surrounding yourself with more people who are like successful or have, the right type of mindset or a likewise mindset as yours, kind of thing. So maybe you're done surrounding yourself with people who are like users, or they just pity themselves, or they don't want better for themselves, or they bring you down, et cetera, or they're entitled to your money, or they feel like you're responsible. It's like you're cutting those people off. You're getting them out the way, and you're around more successful people who doesn't see you as like you got to take care of me because it's like you're my friend. I'm not your mom. I'm not, no offense, but I'm not your mom. I don't, have to like coddle you and that kind of thing. So yes, and you're gonna get that dream. Manifestation is real. Belief is real. Achieving your goals and dreams and everything like that is real. I also feel like when you do make the move, it's like you're not gonna have to like pay for certain things. Like you probably think I'm gonna have to pay for these damages, or this is gonna have to go on, da da da. No, you're not, because you probably gonna leave that place spick and span. You thought you weren't gonna be able to. Yes, something you didn't think you was gonna be able to walk away with clean hands and a clean record. But yes, you are. Oh man. But yeah, I think you're like less caring about what people think too. Like you post something on social media and they're like, "Take this down," blah blah blah, and it's like, nope, I'm standing on business. I don't know why I'm seeing you with a torch. Maybe you're like protesting here, but I feel like you're putting yourself out there more and caring less what people think. Once again, I also feel like you could be like, maybe you're doing more spiritual practices like saging, working with crystals, working with evil eye, working with like, or this could be like spiritual baths. This could be a suggestion too if you're not though thinking about it. Maybe a spiritual bath with some sound bills or sound whatever you call them kind of thing. And I think you're definitely gonna start seeing the results of like how powerful you are and how quick you're gonna be able to like bring certain manifestations in than maybe you did in the past. So maybe in the past it's like you did something and then it didn't manifest till two years later, or didn't manifest till 2 months later, and now you do it. It's the same day. It's the same minute. It's the next 2 days. You know what I mean? Ooh, that's good at ASMR. Yes. Or you can get your own little sound themes too. That's like taking it up a notch, right? Intensifying. Who knows? You might be able to find it at like a little gift shop or a little thrift store, or a little, who knows? Maybe you're thinking certain things are far fetched and it's not. I also feel like certain people are only telling you secrets. They ain't tell nobody else. Like for instance, it could be like a grandmother who only told you the recipe to something. They didn't tell nobody else. You're like a favorite of somebody's, definitely. So I don't know if you already know this, or if not, you're gonna find out pretty soon. Health is improving, yes. I also feel like your next birthday coming up is gonna go very well, more than you expected. So I'm not really sure when's your birthday. But again, your next birthday coming up is going really well. She does that. Yeah. I even feel like this is funny. Well, it's not. I don't know. It could be like you're falling asleep or spending the night in like certain places that maybe you wouldn't normally fall asleep. But I kind of feel like it's very like healing though. Like who knows? You mess around and fall asleep at the beach, and it was very therapeutic. You might be singing at somebody's wedding or yeah, I just feel like you're connecting with more people, different walks of life and different ages. Like even for example, even if you're like 60 years old, you can have friends that's like 20 and different things like that. I think maybe your life perspective is like changing. That you don't have to be in a certain group. You don't have to follow certain rules, especially if it's like, oh, it's not a crime or like you're not gonna, you know what I mean? So it's like it's just a program that people need you to believe, but it's like, you know what? No, I actually don't believe in that, or I actually don't see that fitting for me, or again, I want to be around more like-minded people, and it doesn't mean like I'm judgmental or I'm looking down on people, or it's nothing wrong with having your preference. So it's like you're no longer feeling bad about like your preference or what you exactly want, because that frees you. Again, when you're more of your authentic self and you're true and you stick to what like you actually want and need and stuff, you know, it's freeing, very freeing. You could be going to Disney. I'm seeing like a festival too. You could be having like a cook off with a group of friends. I don't know why I'm getting like they could be truckers. Maybe you're a trucker too. I don't know. Could be like a friend's vacation. Could be having like a high school prom. Maybe this is connecting with your high school. You know, y'all have like a little prom. Or if it's not your high school prom, it could be somebody else's event and it's like a prom thing. And it could definitely mean a lot to you, especially if you never went to prom. So it's like, ooh, I get this opportunity, you know? I don't know why I heard air hockey. You also could be being like stocked up. I don't know if this is like from Costco's or someone else like helping you stock up. It's like you're not gonna be able to need tissue for a while, food, this, that. Like you're gonna be set for a while. I feel like. Aw, me either. I went to homecoming, but but this definitely don't have nothing on prom. So yeah, I never went. So that'll definitely be like nice. I'm also seeing like you could like I don't know what those little cars. You know how people be riding in a street with like them little sweet cars and stuff like that, or whatever those little things is. You could be riding like one of those, especially if like a friend or somebody else like has it and like they invite you along kind of thing. So that could be fun. She's like a blessing to me. Your hair could be growing, so maybe that's a blessing if that's a goal of yours. For a dress. Oh, well, I don't know. They be having some cheap dresses that don't look like that's where you got it from. So hey, who would know? You don't have to tell nobody. Make sure you don't got a tag on it. Okay. Come on now. You don't have to go no fancy place with $1,000 dress. Could be getting a pet if that's something you want. You could be finding like money on the ground. And be appreciative. Even if you find like $1 on the ground, you better claim that dollar because that leads to more money. It's like, oh, you like that? The university's like, okay, you like that? You appreciate that? You was grateful for that? And then next thing you know, you find $100 on the ground. You know what I mean? And it keeps going. You want a new puppy? Ah, yes, definitely. There's a whole world out there that you probably haven't seen yet. That's all I'm gonna say with that one. Sometimes blessings don't come the way that we assume it to or expect it to, or we think it, or we think that's the only way it's possible. No, there's millions of ways that it's possible for it to come in. It doesn't have to be through that one company only. There's another company that's probably has like a better deal or something like that. Who knows? But again, blessings can come in disguise. Blessings can come in many forms, just like money can come in many forms. You don't always have to have a job to receive money. Of course, that's like the main thing that like is really helpful. But like, I mean, you see models that's not really working a hard 9 to 5 receiving money. You see people taking surveys. You see people who just got a sugar daddy once again. That's or just different ways. Again, finding money on the ground. Investing in stocks and trades. There's many other ways. Once again, or I seen these people on YouTube, and I'm just not finding out about what. And this doesn't sound ideal, but if it's your thing, it's your thing. I ain't judging, and like, do you? It's for who it's for. Different strokes, different folks. But this is just an example. It's like I seen them dumpster diving, and it's like, ew, I couldn't do that. But as I look, some of the dumpsters wasn't even that dirty. And they were like looking up on all kind of stuff. They was getting some good stuff out of there, okay? And it's all for free, okay? They didn't have to spend a dime for none of that stuff. So again, you just have to keep it open minded. Like blessings can come in many ways, just like money can come in many ways. Who knows? It might be a social experiment you run into. You know how those people be at the grocery store and they see if you're gonna help them, you go ahead and help them, and they're like, you know what? Psych, this is social experiment. Here goes $1,000. Or they act homeless and then you help them. It's like, psych, I'm not homeless. Here goes this. Like it can come in different ways. Once again, so just be very, very like open minded about that. You seen that? Yeah. And I'm saying they was getting some good, like they was getting some good stuff. You could find a good, and you'll be surprised when people are throwing away. Like, dang, you threw away a new air fryer. What was the problem? I don't get it. You know what I mean? What was wrong? But hey, I'm not gonna really look too much into it. Thank you. Or some curling irons, I can use it. You know what I mean? Like it comes in handy. Or it could be even maybe somebody wants you to do like a little favor for them, and they pay you way more than you thought the favor was, and it's like, oh, you probably thinking I can't take this, but they're like, no, you have to. God is telling me to, give it to you. I'm feeling drawn, whatever. So you just never know. Could write. I also feel like certain things that you want in love, like a certain love story, could also be coming true too. Like I don't know, maybe you want to like ride on a horse with your partner. Maybe that's something romantic that you want to experience. And guess what? It's happening. Whatever it is, it's happening. The answers you need are coming from Woman and Gemini. It's happening. Maybe you're praying to God, like, what should I do? What route should I take? What's this? What's that? You getting the answers. You probably already got some answers, but more answers are coming. It's like be patient. We're not saying you have to wait 5 years. Definitely don't do that. But at the same time, be a little patient. Yeah, being weird is better than being boring. Be your authentic self. Being weird is better than being boring. Don't let nobody tell you anything different. Ask your spirit guides. Exactly. They do. They really do. And I love it. It's fun. It's a like I tell you, life is a journey. It's so fun. Could be meeting a lover on a train. You never really know. Might go to a talent show, or maybe you know how to juggle. But it's like put your talents to use. You're probably thinking, oh, nobody wants to hear that or see that. Yes, they do. What you talking about? Or nobody wants to see my painting. You lie. Yes, they do. Somebody's willing to pay $1,000 for your painting right now. What are you talking about? Like what? Get on that. Yeah, pay attention to angel numbers, synchronicity, signs, whatever you want to call it, feathers, birds that are coming by. Like, pay attention to all that because, again, spirit team is trying to speak with you. But I'm going to leave this off with this because, again, I really want you to receive these blessings. Because sometimes, again, they come to you, but sometimes you have to go after them or even claim them or put yourself in a position, put yourself in alignment, let them kind of like flow to you, kind of thing. So, one of the things I learned in order to get this manifestation or blessings or whatever you want to call it to you is you gotta be more confident, of course, in being your authentic self. You have to go outside for one, because again, most things aren't raining from the sky to you. It's not gonna be raining man, even though the song is "It's raining man, hallelujah, it's raining man." But in reality, that doesn't happen. And it's not raining money either. It's not raining any of that. You know what I mean? So sometimes you gotta go outside, and then who knows, you'll bump into that person at the grocery store that's doing that social experiment. But if you don't and you stay in the house all the time, how would you bump into that person at the grocery store with that social experiment? You see what I'm saying? So, um, what the heck? So again, yeah, being your authentic self, going outside, having a high vibration. You don't have to always have a high vibration, of course, but like if you're more positive, being uplifting, right people around you, not really nothing to disturb you, not really, not having any doubts, trusting in the universe, surrendering into the universe, dreaming about it, visualizing it, dreaming it, being creative, like having these wild fantasies. And it's no particular order, but like again, it helps. But again, if you're like cooped up in the house, or you're always thinking negative, or you're always pouting and pity party and excuses or blaming or complaining, or you know what I mean? Woe is me, or even pushing away your blessings, like, oh no, I can't accept that, or I don't deserve it, or I'm not gonna speak up for a raise, or you know what I mean? Then guess what? Harshly, unfortunately, it's not gonna come through. Or it's like everybody else here deserves a raise but me. You know how silly that sounds? You might not necessarily say that, but your actions or your thought process might be looking like that. You know what I mean? Sometimes we're over there clapping for everybody else, but we're not clapping for ourselves. And that's the problem. Spirit is ready for you to clap for yourself. Even if nobody else is clapping, which sucks, but at the end of the day, like you still clap for yourself. Okay? And this could even be with other people too, still. There's nothing wrong with still supporting people and stuff like that, but just make sure it's not all the time, especially before yourself. Like you gotta clap for yourself too. You gotta clap for yourself first. You gotta look out for yourself first before you're looking out for everybody else. But you ever be in the audience and like it's that one person that start to clap, but they notice nobody else is clapping, so they kind of stop. No, you gotta be that person. You could be that person that still go ahead and clap, even though you don't see nobody else clapping. Most time, they probably, if you keep going, they're gonna join in. Like, okay, you know what I mean. But if you stop, it's like, you know what I mean. But yeah, I hope they get cleared. Hope you got something out of that. You have the Three of Wands, Ace of Wands, the Moon card, Five of Swords, Six of Pentacles, the King of Wands, Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, the Fool card, Ace of Cups, Page of Cups, the World card, Emperor, Five of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the Ten of Wands. That's a lot of cards, but that's also equals a lot of blessings that you, my dear, have to claim. Otherwise, I'm not gonna say they won't ever come to you. It could just be like you're delaying your own blessings. You're self-sabotaging your own blessings. You're holding back your own blessings. Sometimes it's not other people in your way. Sometimes it's you in your own freaking way. You have to realize which one is which at what time. You know what I mean? It looks like right now you might be the one that's in your own way. All right, so I got long-winded again. Hey, it is what it is. Lovely meet you. What's your question, dear? I think I'm really in that mode and that energy, and I'm excited about these readings right now. So okay, so which question do you want, Ty? What you want, so I can serve you up. That's another thing. What you want? What you want? You want $10 or you want $1 million? Got to be more specific. What you want? What you want? I'm trying to manifest. I don't know. I'm definitely trying to manifest over 10,000 right now. I done manifested some money before. I think my most that I manifested maybe before was like $300. So now I'm working on, something over $10,000. So that's what I'm working on. But I realize I gotta be specific about it. I can't be like, oh, I want this, then I want that, then I want that, then I want. If it's the same, then it's fine. But if it's totally different, it's gonna be confusing the universe. All right, so good accurate reading here for Lovely Mitch. Who is coming towards Lovely Mitch for their next serious relationship? What will be Lovely Mitch's next serious relationship? Who will the person be? Maybe qualities, characteristics, how they meet, etc., etc. And he goes, ooh, you want to make it? Yeah, definitely. I noticed I was saying like, oh, 10,000, 18,000, 20,000, this, that. And they like, slow down, stick with one. Once you manifest that one, then you can have a different number, but calm down. uh, I was like, okay. So right now I ain't gonna really say the number, but like, I got a specific number that I'm sticking to right now. So, and I already feel like it's kind of like working. It might not come into like a whole lump sum, but it might like kind of add up to it, kind of thing. If that makes sense. Who knows? I don't know how it's gonna come, but I got more belief that it will than I did, in the past. So, whatever. Okay, so for Lovely Niche, who is coming towards Lovely Niche for a serious relationship? Their next serious relationship. Who is coming towards them? Who will the person be? Characteristics, qualifications, whatever you call it. Put it all out on the table. Thank you. Give me clarity, full clarity. Make it very clear. Thank you. Who is coming towards Lovely Niche for their next serious relationship? Hey, Queen Bean, what's going on, love? Collective come out at night. What? Collective come out at night. What? Make sure you guys are reading the title in the description box so that you understand more of what is going on in the live stream. Whenever you do come in, I am going to be wrapping up this live stream unless people want to donate. We already got the free list closed and that out the way. So now we're just on donations and wrapping up the free reads. All right, so next serious relationship. Let me clarify this first before I get into it. Okay. So I feel like this relationship probably won't come until like maybe December of this year or maybe like January of next year. It's kind of like what it's given kind of thing. So I definitely want to like kind of clarify the time first before I got into it. But yeah, let's see. Two of Swords. Okay. Kind of feel like it could be like with a past person or someone who you kind of already crossed paths with, even if it wasn't like a serious relationship, if that makes sense. So this could be like, an ex, or this could be like a friend of a friend that you already kind of like seen one day before, or someone you went to high school with, but maybe you didn't really talk to them, or kind of like something of that nature. I kind of feel like they already were in passing or some type of past person. I don't think it would be like something that's totally new. Um, I feel like this person is very affectionate. So their love language, part of their love language could be like physical touch. They could love like giving hugs. They could be like maybe like plush size here. So I don't know. Maybe you'll think they're like your teddy bear kind of thing. So I feel like they're always gonna be like blowing you kisses. So I definitely feel like they're very romantic. So definitely, I feel like they like to change their hair a lot though. So they could be like um kind of a little unpredictable or spontaneous or mysterious, whatever you want to call that. I feel like they got pets already. They could have kids already too. Knight of Swords. I don't feel like they ever been married before, but it could have been like on their way, but it never fell through. But I definitely feel like they could have like pets or children already. I feel like they're definitely confident here too. I don't really feel like this is an insecure person or they have too many insecurities. So I definitely feel like that won't be like a worry. Like I don't think they will have bad trust issues. They might, nobody's perfect, so they might have like a little baggage, but I don't think they're gonna come in with like a lot of baggage, or they're gonna be very toxic, or it's gonna be, it might not be like peaches and cream, but I also don't feel like it's gonna be like again like very like chaotic. And even though it's like it could be like 6 7 months from now, I think the energy is still gonna feel a little fast or quick because time is kind of going by a little fast though. Or maybe you're just gonna be like busy enough that next thing you know, you look up and boom, here comes that serious relationship. You know what I mean? I feel like I don't know how can I say. Again, I just want to say this: no relationship is perfect. So there's gonna be things that you absolutely love about this person. There's gonna be some things that may be a little annoying. You know what I mean? Um, and maybe some things they don't want to give up, like playing their game, or maybe they love Dairy Queen and they always want to go to Dairy Queen, or it could just be something that kind of like, annoys you a little bit, but like, everybody has their little quirks and stuff that people may not always agree with, but it doesn't mean it has to be like a big problem. So, you know, it could also be that like maybe you're very like OCD and they're not, like they could just leave clothes on the floor or different things like that, and that could be a bother. But again, you don't necessarily have to see it as a deal breaker. I mean, free will. If you see it as a deal breaker, then I guess, but it doesn't have to like be a bit deal breaker, right? And I definitely feel like this is someone who would take like y'all first time sexually serious, first time, um, you know, with sex seriously, um, where y'all get married, who y'all allow to marry y'all, everything like that. I think definitely like all of that is gonna be like something that's like, carefully done and looked at, and who said you OCD too? I definitely feel like they can be a little reckless sometimes. I'm gonna say that, okay? They are the type that'll probably jump off a roof. They're the type that'll probably get, you know, a stranger's name tatted. It might not always be for real. It could just be like for play, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna mark everybody with a marker on my body and put their names or something crazy. So I feel like they could be a little crazy. They could be a little off their rocker. Again, you might not agree with everything. Some of the stuff you might kind of like grow and learn to love and be like, whatever, that's them. Whatever. But yeah, I'll say that definitely got. You're gonna have a handful, honey. This they are outgoing. I'm not gonna say they don't have times that they're introverted or a little quiet and stuff like that, but I think it's more so outgoing than introverted, definitely. So again, just saying, you're gonna have your hands full. It does. It definitely does bring good vibes, good energy. It uplifts the energy too. I noticed that. Like whenever I have my room more organized, I feel lighter. I feel better. I feel more like I could tackle the day and everything like that. So that's true. And I feel like they're the type of parent that like they would probably want to teach their children stuff that very young that maybe they shouldn't, like driving, lifting weights, different stuff like that. And it's like, what the heck? But it's like, if you want this person, you're gonna have to compromise on certain things, or you don't have to. It could be something else out there for you. You don't have to be with this person. But I definitely feel like, as far as next, because you use the word next, this is like the next serious um, thing, and it's given more so like air sign, earth sign. So I don't know. They could be like on a cups of like Virgo, Libra. I don't know. It's given like that. Even smells better. Okay, yes. Ooh, don't get me on the candles lit. I'm the type that like I want some candles lit all day. It's probably not best with real candles, but like if they're like fake candles, like I can put it all around the room and just let it be lit all day. And it's like, ooh, yes, but yeah, I feel like they will want sex a lot of times too, though. Like they're gonna have high, sex drive, and that might be something you don't agree with all the time. So again, it's gonna be things that you guys gonna have to figure out. But yeah, I feel like this is a very bold, fearless person. Like they'll fight a tiger, a bear. This is a wild one that you have to sometimes keep in check. Okay, you gotta keep them in check a little sometimes. Or they spoil the movie, they talk during the movie kind of thing. Oh Lord, maybe you're the opposite. But see, that's like this is what most couples like. Any relationship, it takes work and effort and compromise and sacrifices. Not everything's gonna be same. Like you might be the one who's more cold all the time and they're hot, or you might be the one who falls asleep first all the time and they don't, or you might be the one who you're more a little stricter on the kids and they're a little bit more playful, or like everything might not be the same, and that doesn't always mean it's a bad thing. Hmm. I feel like they could tell like corny dad jokes, but I don't know. I'm trying to dictate where you guys will meet. Like it's giving me concert, but I don't know if that's exactly what it is. It could be possibly meeting at a concert, but I want to see if it could be something different. If it's still the same, then it's like I guess that's what it is. But you know, I do feel like sometimes it might annoy you that they speak for you. Like I don't know. It could be like sometimes you like it, sometimes you don't. Like, and maybe they have to like you know know when and when not to like speak for you kind of thing. I feel like they could love tickling you, or it could be that sometimes you guys don't always agree on like when you eat dinner or where. Like maybe you're more so like let's eat at the table as family, and it's like maybe they don't mind sometimes, but sometimes maybe they want to like take it while they're playing their game or something like that. And maybe it's something that you just kind of be like, you know what, you can have some of your days, but I still want like some days where we're eating with the family kind of thing. You know what I mean? You hate to be tickled, yeah. So they could probably be irritated. It's like, let me tickle you. Like this makes my day. Because maybe your like laugh is contagious, or your energy, or them seeing you smile makes them smile, kind of thing. That's some of the reason why people like tickling the person that they're into, or it don't even have to be that. It could be like your mom or somebody else, like whoever you love. It's certain reasons why people do the tickling kind of thing because it brings like good vibes, good energy. So it's like, let me tickle you. But then it's like, no, I'm suffering. I'm suffering over here. He could be a biter too. That's some people's love language as well. When they bite you, it shows that they like you. So he might like bite on your arm, bite your toes. But I feel like this is a way of showing love. It could be certain. We all have our unique certain ways that we show love in our love languages. So that could just be his. Maybe you notice your pattern of like when you love somebody or you're in love or you like somebody, you do certain things. And they have their certain things that they do. I know with me, like when I like somebody, oh, I'm a blusher. I can't really hide it, which is sucks because I be wanting to hide it sometimes. I ain't gonna tell the other stuff, but it be certain things. You know. Hey, Strictly, so the free list is closed. Donations are open only at this time. It wasn't really necessarily a free list. That we were just guessing in games to win a free reading. So you'll either guess like a tarot card or guess the number I was thinking 1 through 100 or different things like that, and whoever won got the reading. So it wasn't like an automatic like you get a free reading kind of thing. Each live is different, so just make sure that when you come in, you read the title, you read the description box, so that you know what's going on during that live stream. But yes, I have already got my winners for those games for the day. I am wrapping up the live doing free readings. If anyone wants to donate before I go, let me know. But yeah, the free list is closed. Donations are open. Thank you. You said can't hide your smile. Yeah, I definitely like cannot hide it. When I like somebody, I can't hide it. Crazy. It's crazy. It's like I'm a dang on high school girl or something like that when I like somebody. What else? Tell me about Lovely Mitch's next serious relationship that could be coming in like 6 to 7 months. I feel like again, he's the type that like he flirts with. This could have been like more so of his past, where it's like he flirted with like old ladies and like he was just again like reckless, something else. I feel like he's still a little bit reckless, but it might not be as bad as like maybe when he was like younger. Oh, and I feel like his mom could have a lot to tell you, like, oh, he used to hide my purse, he used to do this, he used to do that, and it's like, oh yeah, you were something else. No, for real. They could love anime or like the Boondocks, different things like that. They could still probably watch cartoons even if they're like 40. Nothing wrong with that. I don't judge. Shoot, cartoons is a shit. I don't care what nobody say. I'm 28. I still watch some. I don't care. His celebrity crush could be like Dolly Parton or something you wouldn't expect. Which that might not really matter to you, but it could come up because it could be like a significant thing. So it's like when you meet this person, you'll think back like, oh yeah, like that was a sign that this is my future partner or person or whatever you want to call it. Or you'll think back to this reading like, oh yeah, that's what they were talking about, that kind of thing. So maybe that's why that's coming out, like specific details. I feel like they could have like a very deep voice, but the tricky part is they can make their voice lighter and trick people. Like they could sound totally different. So maybe they like know how to speak a few languages or they know like a few accents. That's crazy. That's a talent though. But it's like they could use that to their advantage too, which I feel like they probably have, or they probably will. I feel like they would love to pull on your hair. Ooh, little sexual energy. They could be like a different race, and nothing wrong with that at all. Like I don't know, it could be like I don't know, but I'm just using it for example. You like say for example you're African American, they could be like Mexican or something like I don't know, or it could just be like y'all both are a little mixed race. I don't know, but it might be like a little mixture, and nothing's wrong with it. This again could just be like a sign. But yeah, I feel like he plays a lot. Like he might lick your ear, dig in your ear, do certain things. So sometimes it's like, this is my friend, this is my lover, this is like a, not in a incest way, but like a annoying brother. This is like this. It's like he's an all in one kind of thing. But you like it, you love it. I feel like he's kind of like a mama's boy, but not like too much of a mama's boy where it's like it's controlling. He can't do anything. He won't listen to nobody else but her. But it's just that he respects his mom kind of thing, and they have a close bond. But it's not like, in a bad way. Yeah, I don't know why I'm just seeing him like yell at the TV. He could be one of those again, like one of those ones that always talks during the movie or like yells at the TV and different stuff like that. I feel like he's very good at like preventing from being sick. So it's like he'll be the type that like helps prevent himself, his wife, his children, everybody from being sick. Y'all would never really catch the cold or flu around him because he knows how to like prevent it. Yeah, I feel like he'll like slap your butt a lot, or he could like mock you, which could be annoying. He could be like really into like shoes, so maybe he's like a shoe collector, or he like really likes Nike. Probably yelling at the game, that too. Yeah, he could still like kind of write in his cursive. Number four could be significant. So I don't know if it's like he's 40 or the number four is just significant. I don't know. Maybe I have to clarify that. Nine of Cups. He could be 40 or close to 40. Definitely. I think he is up there. Nothing wrong with it, especially if you're kind of close to his age. Now, if you're 19, then yeah, don't go for this. You know what I mean? Because that's not right. But, if you're close, then, nothing wrong with that. I don't really know your age, but yeah. I also feel like he likes to travel a lot. He likes to get around a lot in the community. He could be the type that like they don't have a specific church home, or even if they do, they still like to go to other churches too. So it's not like every Sunday I go to this church. It might be like I go to this church one Sunday, and then the next time I go to this one, or I go back and forth, that kind of thing. So I definitely feel like he likes to switch things up. But yeah, I hope that gave you clarity. I hope you got something out of that. You had the Six of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the Hangman, the Queen. I mean, no, the High Priestess, Queen of Swords, Six of Cups, Three of Wands, Seven of Cups, Six of Wands. So number six could be significant. Four of Pentacles, Empress, Page of Swords, the Page of Cups, the Judgment, Knight of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. Hey, everyone coming in. Hope you're doing well. So sorry, the free list or the free guessing the games and stuff like that is closed. The donations only at this time. You're welcome, love. Yes. So again, before you know it, you look up, they're gonna be there. So just enjoy life, until they come. Not even until, still continue to like enjoy, like you can enjoy with and without them kind of thing. But they'll be coming. So I trust them at all times. Yeah, I've been talking about the time frame all along. I said 6 to 7 months. So again, it could be maybe December at the end of this year or January of next year. Remember, I said it's like it may not be that quick, but then again, like you look up and because again, time is kind of going fast these days. That 6 7 months could kind of like go fast, really, for real, for real. Now I'm not perfect, and I'm not God or anything like that, whatever the case may be. Timing is a little funny in tarot. It's a little harder to detect than other things in readings. But I can say that I've been having a good record with them. Like one time I shocked myself. Not even one time, it was a few times that I was really on point with the time frame. Like it was the exact day, exact hour, exact time, exact scenario, exact everything. But other times, it might be a couple days earlier or a couple days soon. Not perfect, but I would say 9 times out of 10, I hit it on the mark. I even shocked myself one day where I was like, you know what, I want to see when my ex, because I already knew he was gonna come back around. I knew that, but it's like when, what day, what time, what kind of thing. I kid you not, I picked up on a Monday this time, da da da, and it happened. On a Monday, that, honey, I'm like, somebody got to look at this, somebody got to see this, okay? And I had a few ladies come in like, "What are you, a sorcerer, or this, that, and third?" It was the exact days, exact time, this, that, and third. So I would say 9 times out of 10, definitely get it on the mark. But I will also say that I'm not perfect in that, don't have too much expectations of like, okay, 6 7 months, and then if it don't 6 7 months, what if it's 10 months? It's not to be like beat yourself up or beat me up or anything like that. You know what I mean? you know, because we don't control the time, but and things change, things are fluid, people have free will, so you never know. Like say for example, um, you aren't in the best energy, you might kind of like change the dynamic a little, you know. But if you are in the right energy, again, you're enjoying that life, you're letting it come to you, you're in the, you're putting yourself in alignment, then it might come at a sooner time or a better time. But if you're like pushing it off, you're kind of like delaying it, you know. It's just like if somebody wants somebody, but they're not ready for the relationship. It's like they can very well be in that relationship right there and get their right then and there and get their wishes. But being that they're not ready or they think they're not ready, they're pushing it off for another time. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. So yeah, I don't want you to stress if it, you know, possibly, which I don't think, but if it possibly were to not be in 6 7 months, to not stress and be like, oh, I'm gonna give up, and blah blah blah. Don't do that. But But yeah, definitely come back with updates. Let me know because I would love to hear it. And you'd be like, you know what? It was 6 7 months, and this is the exact person. They do talk like this, or this is that fact or that detail that you said. This is that. You know what I mean? I love it. He does pinch my ears or whatever it is, licking it or put his finger. He does. You know what I mean? You gonna remember those certain details. All right, I'm going to go ahead and conclude this live stream. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming in and supporting whichever way that you do. Remember, again, if you didn't win a free read. It's not like, no, you won't have another chance kind of thing. Not end of the world. It's nothing against nothing. It's nothing personal, nothing like that. Um, Check out the collective readings too. Those are more promising than free readings because I don't always do free readings and different things like that. I'm kind of like not doing them as much since I'm saving for a car and different things like that. But I still will here and there. Um, Just make sure you're always really tight on our description box because I do different kind of like things and stuff like that. Suggest video ideas for the channel. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. I shall, let's see, what's today? Monday. Yes, I'll be on a little later tomorrow if you guys want to join. You're welcome, love. Yes. I'll probably be on around maybe like 6 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Put your notification bells on for all so that you know whenever I go live or post or anything. Yes, good night. Much love and blessings. Get that beauty rest. That just made me want to set the mood. Like I need to prop my pillow up, put some candles on, get the humidifier, all that. Like really set the tone, set the mood, and like yeah. If not tonight, definitely tomorrow night. Maybe have like a heating pad for my back pain. Ooh, sounds wonderful. Put ASMR on, yes. All right. Until next time. Peace.